So often we hear about like a case has gone to the appellate court and like this particular court is like nicer to Republicans. This one tends to favor liberals. Like you worked in an appellate court before, right?
Yeah, when
Like
I
what's
was
it
on,
like there? What do they do there?
yeah, fun stuff. It's funny. It's actually the way you're talking about this. When I was on Survivor for the first time, I was wrapping up my clerkship on the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. So that's it. I was in Columbus, Ohio, with my judge. That court covers Kentucky, Ohio, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that court now is a little bit more conservative, just because Trump has appointed a lot of judges on that court. My wife actually clerked on the Ninth Circuit, which has historically had a more progressive bend, I should
Yeah.
say. But I mean, it's cool because outside of like a district court clerkship, that sort of experience, you're in trial, you're doing things, you're kind of looking at things in real time. As an appellate clerk, you're working with your judge, you're looking at the entire docket of everything that's come from below, and you're looking at the law and you're trying to make this comprehensive decision to sort of make sure that things get right.
Mhm.
Um, Now, obviously, that gets a little muddied when you think about people coming in, not with agendas, but obviously, like you sort of mentioned, there are courts that are considered more favorable to conservatives. The
Yeah.
Fifth Circuit, Texas, for example, like
Mhm.
very sort of conservative heavy court, and you might see decisions that lean that way. I found it to be a really cool sort of experience because I always thought that I was going to be a trial attorney. I essentially still am in a lot of ways a trial oriented attorney, but it was this really academic experience where I kind of slowed down and looked at everything. And you're also thinking about what are going to be all the implications that come from this case.
Mm.
You could be doing something that is in accordance with the law and also probably in accordance with your morals, but sometimes there are hydraulics, sometimes there are bounce backs in other areas of the law that you could never think about.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of this, I mean, for lack of a better term, this strategic thinking role where you're trying to get things right. You're trying to get things right while also not screwing up other aspects of the law and thinking about what precedent's going to be moving forward. I
It's
missed
a
the job. It
game.
was awesome.
It's Survivor, legal edition.
Literally. And like these appellate cases, they're decided by panels of three judges. So not only are you working with your judge, if my judge was phenomenal, I'm working with him to think about the best decision for this case, but then you're also you're negotiating with the other judges to think about who might have different perspectives on the law. You're thinking about
Mm.
how can I best sell our view of the law to them? Get one more
Mm.
person on board so we can get this vote correctly. It is surviving in a lot of ways.